Alright guys, sorry I was a little bit late between the first, second and third video because I was listening to an AC/DC remix of Thunderstruck a few times over and over and over. It's a good song, okay? But let's jump into it, and not that because that's the AC/DC on my screen. Donald Trump signs executive order to curb big tech's unchecked powers. Yeah, okay, I could agree with that line. I have a problem with Donald Trump using executive orders to do things. I had a big problem with Obama doing it, and I have a big problem with Donald Trump doing it. The reason is because they can be so easily undone by the next administration that comes through. Now, I'm not worried about Trump losing in 2020. I think he has a really good chance of winning. That said, everybody needs to vote. But at the end of the day, if he does manages to lose, it's really easy for the Democrats to go through and undo these executive orders, where if he was to put it through the House and the Senate, it is a lot harder to undo them. That's where I would much prefer. If this is a stopgap measure, great, terrific, get on it straight away, then put it through the House or the Senate. But I just don't want him just to leave this as an executive order, because when he leaves office, it can be undone. But let's go through, let's talk about what he's actually done. So Donald Trump signs an executive order, which is where I have a problem, Thursday in the White House to defend free speech on social media, regulating social media companies for selectively censoring users. We here today defend free speech from one of the greatest dangers, the president said, referring to the unchecked power wielded by social media companies in the United States. The president signed the order in the Oval Office on Thursday afternoon. They've had unchecked power to censor, restrict, edit, shape, hide, alter virtually any form of communication between private citizens or a large public audience, Trump said. The president's criticized the growing monopoly of social media companies in America, vowing to act to change the regulatory framework for the companies. Not really. What he's talking about here is he's talking about enforcing the Article 230. 230 states that a company that is a platform or a publisher is someone who goes through and edits, manipulates, restricts, whatever it may be. A platform is someone who just allows content to be added. If you're a platform, you're great. You're protected. You don't have to worry about being sued. If you're a publisher, well, then you're expressing editorial view, oversight, whatever it may be. You are then responsible for what content is on your website. That's the crux of what Trump is doing. He's turning around saying, well, hey, are you a publisher? Are you a platform? Well, you're editing content, you're suppressing content. That puts you in the publisher section. So now you are going to be responsible for any content that is uploaded to your website. So if you get some alt-right guy on there going on about how he wants to, who, then at the end of the day, YouTube, Facebook, and whatever is responsible for that content, because now they're a publisher and not a platform. If they're a platform, they were protected because, hey, we don't edit or monitor what's on our platform, right? We're just a platform. We're just a platform for people to upload. Used to be their excuse. Well, Trump is turning around saying, no, you edit, you suppress, you alter, you decide what you want on your platform. Therefore, you are a publisher now. You're no longer a platform. Therefore, you are no longer protected by this Article 230 or whatever it is. And that's the crux of it. So, is this going to change the landscape of YouTube, Twitter, whatever it may be? It can, depending on what happens next. So, for example, if YouTube then sees this and goes, ugh, and then relaxes the restrictions regarding censorship, then at the end of the day, great news, woohoo, yay, we win, sort of thing. And then they get to keep their publisher stance. Their platform stance. However, they keep suppressing people, burying people, conservatives, or even the alt-left. And they keep, like Jimmy Dore, for example. if they keep going through and suppressing them, censoring them, burying them under mainstream media, then they are now a publisher, and therefore they are now responsible for any information that's posted on their website. So I imagine the only way they could combat that is to start monitoring everything that gets uploaded to YouTube or Twitter or whatever it may be. Good luck. Good luck monitoring thousands of videos that go up every second or whatever it may be. Right? Now, at the moment, he's mostly taking fire at Twitter, but I imagine YouTube, Facebook, and the rest of them are sitting there literally next to Twitter going, this could go very bad. This is their worst nightmare. Him removing that protection, that Article 230... I think it's Article 230. Moving that protection that keeps them as a platform and not a publisher, that's their saving grace. That's the thing that's allowed them to continue without being sued by someone getting triggered by one of their videos. And with the liberal media and the liberal snowflakes that are out there now, literally getting triggered by anything. Can you imagine the amount of lawsuits that YouTube would be facing? That they might get offended over my video here and then take YouTube to court. And then YouTube has no right to turn around and say, I'm just a platform now because of this, the FTC and the FEC and these sort of government bodies are now going to be monitoring them more heavily to say, well, no, hang on, you've censored this person, you've suppressed this person, you are now a publisher, you are no longer a platform. And then that court case is back up and running again, and YouTube's back in court because some liberal snowflake got triggered by a talking panda on the internet. That's the best situation for YouTube, which is really not that good. And like I say, at the moment, sure, he is taking heavy fire at, obviously, at Twitter, but he's also taking note of other censorship. He is taking note of YouTube, Facebook, and all these other platforms, and he is looking at them very, 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 very carefully. And if I was Facebook or YouTube right now, I would be so worried. This, to me, would be the worst case scenario. That apart from breaking up the company. Because at the end of the day, this is their saving grace. This is the thing that keeps them protected. And Trump is now saying to the FEC and all those sort of guys, well, are they really a publisher? Are they now a platform? And those sort of questions, they're very bad for YouTube because they could get sued. So what I think will happen, I think we'll see a lax in censorship. I think we're going to see Facebook, YouTube, and that doubling down on them not being censorship, them doubling down on them not being biased. And I think you'll see algorithms and that have been suppressing people radically change or undo from what they've been done. I even noticed one of my videos I think it was from 3 days ago. It's been a while since I upgraded it, I know. Actually got 400 and something views. And I was like, whoa, okay, that was great, terrific, woohoo, yay! It's still demonetized, but regardless. But at the end of the day, I don't know if that's something that happened on that day or over the past couple of days, or if that's something that's recent. Maybe they're already starting to relax the laws. We'll have to have a wait and see. But yeah, at the end of the day, I think this is a good thing, and I fully support this. I want him to do it legitimately. So don't do it through executive orders. Use that as a stopgap if you have to, fine. But win back the House, win back the Senate. Well, you've already got the Senate, but win back the House, keep the Senate, and push this through Parliament. The government or Congress. Sorry, Australia. Push it through Congress and make it legitimate. And don't rely on executive orders like Obama did. Because executive orders are a bad way to run your company, run your business or your country. But guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you see some light at the end of the tunnel when it comes to this? Do you think it's smoke and mirrors? Do you think that Trump's for free speech or against it? And more importantly, why? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. If this video has been helpful, please smack that like button. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. Apart from that, guys, we'll see you in the next demonetized video from YouTube coming up. It's another video about censorship. We have some good news. We are going to have some bad news, but we'll talk about that in a sec. Talk to you soon. Have a great night. Enjoy.